You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, let's talk about the Cleveland Browns. I watched this game. You guys know, hey, I told you I was rooting for Shedeur. It did not go well. It did not go well in this game. He came out and he started the third quarter. Deshaun Watson started this game. And unfortunately, I believe the team is going to look at his statistics, even though there were times I didn't think he looked real good either, to be quite honest with you. But Shedeur threw a pick and was out of the game. Dillon Gabriel is in right now. Dillon is literally leading this drive he's on. So let's start here. Actually, let's start here. Here's Deshaun Watson coming in wearing a fucking velvet jumpsuit. Guys, yeah. Relax, rejuvenate, release. Damn. Shedeur coming in. Yep, ready for the game. Like I said, it did not go well. Had a couple of nice throws, but yikes. Deshaun Watson throws for 126 yards in his 2026 preseason debut. Hold on. Dillon Gabriel just got picked off. As I'm recording this, Dillon Gabriel just got picked off. Where the fuck he was throwing that ball, I don't know. Excuse my language. I've been waiting all week to watch this game, and it's turned into a surrealistic nightmare in the second half. And I'm not even a Browns fan, but I'm rooting for certain players on this team. And yikes. Deshaun Watson ended his second quarter outing 11 for 15, passing for 126 yards. The Browns scored a field goal touchdown with him, but Watson was not particularly impressive. At times, looking uncomfortable in the pocket, firing inaccurate passes. Correct. All right, there was times he didn't look great. But I believe the Cleveland Browns and Todd Monken are going to look at this. 11 for 15 for 126. And Shedeur Sanders, 6 for 11, 79, an interception, and Shedeur had 2 passes knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Yeesh. He had a couple of nice throws. I'm not going to act like he didn't. But we know he's supposed to, I believe, start the next game against the Buffalo Bills. We're about to find out a lot. Between now, either tomorrow or Monday, I think there is a chance Todd Monken is going to pivot and name Deshaun Watson the starter for the 2026 season. That's my gut feeling. Because Shedeur came out in the third quarter playing against definitely threes, and it just didn't go well. It just did not go well. Right here, here's the first pass
Shedeur Sanders
of the season right here. I mean, that's a hell of a nice throw. It is. I'm not going to act like it's not. Guys, if you're thinking I'm going to play some Deshaun Watson highlights, you got to be kidding me. Here's the other big play for Shedeur.
Decided Kyler Murray's their guy.
This looked
to me,
really good. I don't like how far he drifted back in the pocket, but that was a hell of a throw. And to me, his arm looks better than Deshaun Watson. Yeah. Shedeur Sanders with the first Browns pass over 10 yards. There was a whole lot of dinking and dunking from Deshaun Watson. Also, he fumbled the ball. All right. And it should be noted that he threw a little check down to the running back. I believe it was Dylan Sampson, and he took the ball for like 40 yards. So of those passing statistics, there was a check down that went for 40 or 45 yards for Deshaun Watson. But I'm not sure that's going to matter for Todd Monken. I'm afraid the two batted down balls and the bad interception, and it was a bad interception from Shedeur. He overthrew the guy by 10 yards over his head. I was like, whoa, what? By the way, Dylan Gabriel's just as bad. Just as bad. This is the interception right here. Right here. I mean, what are you doing? What? You shouldn't have thrown that ball anyway. There's too many dudes there. I mean, look at that. That's a Bears clusterfuck you're throwing that into. But you got a guy, he really and truly is wide ass open. He's wide ass open. He got missed. And I'm afraid, again, I told you guys, I'm rooting for Shedeur in this, but it's not been good today. I'm not going to come out here. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. And there are some things for this Browns team. By the way, I understand they're playing the Browns, second and thirds. Jesus, 22 of 37, 300 yards and 3 touchdown passes for the Bears. Ben Johnson back to doing Ben Johnson things. Things that looked good for the Browns. Denzel Boston, Casey Concepcion, the 2 rookies, just go ahead and move them up to wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2. Drop Jerry Jeudy down to his true position, which is wide receiver 3, where I've been banging the drum for 4 fucking years since he was with the Denver Broncos, and I said, the guy is not a number 1. I don't even think he's a number 2. Drop him down. Let him take his rightful spot as wide receiver 3. Jerry Jeudy wouldn't like that too much. Hey, don't make me drop you down to wide receiver 4. I swear to God. Shit. Yeah. Don't make me drop you there. Because I bet you I could find somebody, anybody. So, now, what do I think happens? Unfortunately, I think there is a real chance. I'm not saying it's going to happen for sure, but I think the chance is highly probable that Todd Monken names Deshaun Watson the starter after today. Whether it's tomorrow or Monday, I don't know. Maybe Shedeur still gets the start. Maybe Todd Monken wants to see him with the first string O-line, first string weapons. That's possible. That's possible. But we'll have to see. Not a good performance. And now the question becomes, who gets traded? I don't know. Because I think one of these quarterbacks, not named Watson, trust me, if his salary was like $20 million or less, I think they'd ship Watson out of town. But it's not. So he's not getting traded. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.